So are these potatoes or maybe ginger? No, they aren't potatoes or ginger, but they're sunchokes. I love growing these plants, also known as Jerusalem artichokes. They're super easy to grow and really pretty in the garden. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a close-up look at how these tubers look and how they grow and how to clean them and prepare them for your favorite dishes. They taste like a potato and a water chestnut mixed together with a hint of sweet flavor. I love to use these as a substitute for potatoes in my soups or baked items. If I was to cook these in a stew, I would say it would take about 30 to 40 minutes to boil them to perfection, depending on how large you cut them up. You can also broil, bake, or saute them. I personally like to cook these all the way through, as they can be a little tough on your stomach if you're not used to them. They're very high in fiber, nutrient rich. They support gut health and have a low glycemic impact where they don't cause any sharp blood sugar spikes. Now I have a video here of me digging them out of a pot. I've grown these for over 10 years, and although I've grown them in raised beds, I think they're best in pots because they're really fast growers. And like potatoes, sometimes it's just easier to turn over the pot and harvest them that way. In this pot, I've been harvesting from it throughout the winter, and now I'm just going through and keeping the larger tubers to eat, and then the smaller ones, keeping those to grow for the spring season. I also like that during the winter, the sticks and the top part of the plant that you enjoy during the summer, the roots and all parts of the plant start to disintegrate, so you're really just left with the tuber, and that makes it really easy to harvest. I've been growing these in a 20-gallon fabric pot, and I'm thinking of expanding my 2 pots to 4. Here you can see where I have them growing in my older raised bed. When they're small, they really do look like sunflowers. They are in the sunflower family and they grow really quickly. As you can see, they've taken over my raised bed. Now I have an older video of me digging through my raised bed, collecting the tubers, and these were a bit harder to collect because when they grow into the soil, native soil like I have, which is a clay soil, they can grow really deep, like 18 inches or so, and they also get a bit bumpier when the soil is a little more compact. So I prefer to grow them in pots now, with softer soil resulting in tubers being smoother and more plump like potatoes. After you've harvested them, you'll need to really clean them off, especially the bumpy ones. So what I do is rinse them off in a bowl by soaking them in water for a few minutes and tossing out the muddy water in the garden, and doing this a few times. I will then scrub them with a cloth napkin or a soft brush to get into the little spaces. And then the last step is that you can cut off anywhere that you can't get too clean, or maybe that's a little bit darker, and then you can leave the skin on, or if you prefer, you can peel some of it or peel them all before cooking. And lastly, I have a shot of the flowers. They're really pretty, almost ornamental. I'm going to keep mine shorter by cutting them back early on, so they only grow to 4 to 5 feet, as they can grow 10 feet or more, and that gets really messy in bad weather. And that wraps it up. Thanks for watching.